been a while since I've done a video on either Brick Baby, Luce Cannon, or Big U. They're still currently locked up. They're still currently facing some very serious charges. But the prison update that we currently have after, what, months of covering these people is actually a really bad
went quiet.
It's really violent and is not good whatsoever. Brick Baby and Trapler Rawls just uploaded a recent episode of their podcast together that they do when Brick Baby called home from prison. During this call, Trapler Rawls asked Brick Baby about some things that's been going on behind bars. And Brick Baby went on to confirm or reinforce the rumors that's been circulating about Luce Cannon.
Luce Cannon got knocked out. Hey, Luce Cannon got knocked out by who?
Hold on, wait, what?
Luce Cannon got knocked out by Buddha Hoover on the set.
The juice was too concentrated for me to believe it, bruh. All right, it's some Egomites on a street corner telling us that the boogeyman of Los Angeles, Lord Baltimore himself, Luce Cannon, got knocked out. No, we need more evidence than this, bruh. If this hit the streets, it's gonna change the streets of LA forever. Lord Baltimore, the boogeyman, right? The man who terrorized the streets for 12 months straight before he got the federal RICO. Nah, I can't believe that, bruh. It takes more. And I was especially confused, to be honest, because they said he got knocked out by a Hoover. But then if you are a consistent watcher like I am of Luce Cannon channel, you know when the Hoovers came to where Luce Cannon was, Luce Cannon talked about how he brought them bowls, he brought them spoons, he was catering to them, you know, he showed them love.
Hey, tell him you in here with the loaf, you straight.
Yo.
Yeah,
a bunch of the Hoopers got indicted a couple days ago, like 1 or 2 days ago.
Yesterday, they all in here with me. I was just talking.
This call is from a federal prison.
Oh, shit.
They be hearing that I be tripping and stuff like that, but I said, no, bro, everybody good. I'm straight.
And I was shocked about that. I was like, man, what's going on here?
Yeah, no, they all in here with me. Because, you know, this is the gang floor. And, like where all the stuff, everybody that's really busters and stuff like that stay at the low floor. Yeah, Brick at the low floor. But they was like, when we got in here, we didn't know what to expect because they thought you were tripping. Yeah, and I was like, no, I don't be tripping, bro. I'm not that type of person. Y'all good? So I helped them. I brought bowls and spoons for all of them. They didn't have no bowls or spoons to eat with. I gave them some food, some soap and towels and stuff like that so they could take a shower and stuff. Gave them some clothes.
I'll give Luce Cannon the benefit of the doubt of saying maybe Luce Cannon didn't know what the Hoovers were in there for. The Hoovers were actually in there for human trafficking, right? And for trafficking some people who weren't of age, who weren't legally able to consent to being trafficked or being on FIG. Maybe Luce Cannon didn't get the memo and he was just showing love to Hoovers that he knew. So regardless, when you hear this and then you hear, yo, Luce Cannon just got knocked out, you're like, hold on, bro. Yo, what type of Egomites is in like federal prison or in MDC? What type of Egomites would knock out somebody who give them bowls and toiletries and soap and clothes? You got to be a special type of monster to knock out someone who give you toilet paper to wipe your behind. I didn't understand it. It didn't make sense to me at all. I just wrote it off as cap because Luce Cannon's wife would also make a video where she will say it's all cap and Luce Cannon done ran so many phases in there and he never got knocked out and Luce Cannon isn't capable of being knocked out.
Y'all really love preying on people's downfalls, don't you?
But ain't y'all supposed to run phase when y'all get in there?
So excited like a kid in a candy shop. Luce Cannon got knocked out. We've got content. Bro, do you have a woman in bed or something? Go worry about that. You're too pressed. I mean, so pressed. It's ridiculous. Do you even have proof that that's actual and factual? One thing I will guarantee.
We trying to figure that out.
He is in the hole. But best believe, honey, Cannon didn't get knocked out. But you're going to hear it from the horse's mouth when he calls in, okay? But But stop spreading false narratives. Y'all love to keep Cannon's name in your mouth like a... I swear to God. Like, go suck on something else, yo.
I love Sharice, and I hope we all find a woman someday who got as much confidence in us that Sharice has in Luce Cannon.
Right.
But to be fair here, man, we can't really ask why y'all got Luce Cannon name in your mouth, because when Luce Cannon was free, Luce Cannon had other people's names in his mouth. Luce Cannon was making daily videos, antagonizing and calling out people, you know, and doing his thing. It was hilarious. We all cheered him on because we love Luce Cannon videos. Luce Cannon is entertaining as heck. But we can now say that when Luce Cannon is in his own controversy, why y'all got his name in y'all mouth? Well, cause
right, because it's like if he had other niggas' name in his mouth, why is it they can't put his name in their mouth when something supposedly happened to him? See, people be trying to play that. People be trying to play that reverse card. Oh no, you like nah, your husband was just talking about other niggas. Now that it's happening to him, suppose he got knocked out. Now it's a problem. Now that everybody got his thing in his name mouth. Like, come on, bro. It sound good. It sound good.
That's what we do on the internet, okay?
Right.
That's what we do in this niche. We gossip, okay? LA is filled with the toughest group of men who gossip for a living, okay? This is what we do. So
I don't understand that.
I think it's kind of hypocritical on her behalf to
hypocritical as hell.
Why y'all got Luce Cannon name in your mouth, right? Because Luce Cannon also did the same thing. And if Luce Cannon was free and Brick was locked up or other people was locked up, Luce Cannon would have been making daily videos about them too. That's just a fact. Okay?
Best believe now, Brick got knocked out, it would have been on it.
It was hard for me to process that Lord Baltimore got put on his pockets. That's just, oh my God. Well, Brick called in and Brick offered up some affirmations and confirmations to the knockout rumors. Brick will say that that Lord Baltimore met a young Harry Potter, very young Harry Potter, and a young Harry Potter put him on his pockets. Now, Brick and Luce Cannon hate each other. They don't like each other. So you can make an assessment on who you believe based on who you think is more credible.
Hey, man, speaking.
Man, that's the other thing. These niggas hate each other. So why wouldn't you want to bring nigga you hate name down? So that's why I say it's a he say, she say shit. So that's why this is just all entertainment. We just gonna sit here and listen and react to what Brick Baby got to say. Because like I said, you don't know if he telling the truth or not either. He hate the nigga. So
Fights, man. What's going on in there, man? Are people squabbling inside? Like, what's the latest on the yard, man?
Oh man, the latest and the greatest, man. They say Luce Cannon is 0-1, man. You know what I mean?
No.
He's lying about all the fades that he lied about getting stabbed. He lied about all type of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I challenged him to a duo. He didn't want to get down. The next morning when we come out for breakfast, they called his name to roll it up to go upstairs. I don't know how he magically made that happen. But yeah, man, Luce Cannon gets into it with with somebody that had a pimping on a minors case. He's from Hoover. You know the Hoover indictment.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. If I'm about to hear what I think I'm about to hear, this is probably worse than a knockout. If I'm about to hear what I think Brick is about to say, this is worse than a knockout for Lord Baltimore. This is probably like the worst possible option.
It's the worst possible
option. The only
option.
thing I could compare this to, y'all remember when the rapper White John from LA, when he met up with some predator catchers, and he was excited to help him catch a predator. And then when they went to the mall to meet the grocery store to confront the predator, White John told him he's gonna sucker punch the predator. Well, White John proceeded to sucker punch the predator.
Yeah,
and then the predator proceeded to whoop White John out of his shoes. Now, the clip going up online of you getting beat up is one thing, but you getting beat up by a predator is horrific. We haven't heard from White John since. We have not heard from White John since. We haven't seen White John on the internet. We haven't seen White John do no podcasting. We haven't even seen White John on Instagram. White John's career ended when that moment happened. So I think Brick is about to explain. Luce Cannon got into it with one of the dudes, from Hoover, who caught the nasty case where they were pimping and pandering people who weren't of age or not legal yet to consent to pimping and pandering.
Right.
Luce Cannon, I would imagine,
got slept.
After giving them bowls and spoons, finally found out what they were in there for.
Yep.
And he decided he wanted to prove a point to get them out of wherever he was at. And it looks like, according to Brick Baby, it has not been confirmed now that when Luce Cannon went to do the righteous thing, that the Predator got on his behind and knocked him out. This is terrible, bro.
You feel me? You can't press play on somebody if you ain't ready for it. You can't go there, press the issue on something, and then you get put down. Like, how that work, man? You got to be able to go over there ready to, you did what? You supposed to, instead of you get put down. Supposedly, I don't know. But you can't, how that work, man? How that work?
Yo, that's like calling your daddy to the park to help like, fight some bullies for you. And the bullies knock out your daddy.
Yeah, so Luce Cannon, he goes and what the Hoovers, look, okay, so it was a couple Hoovers that was still good. The paperwork hit the table that the dude had. He's 20 years old, though. He had some relations with a 17-year-old, which isn't too far-fetched, but it's illegal, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're talking about on the hostro or, you know what I'm saying, paying you. That girl's still in high school. She ain't had a good look at life yet, you know what I'm saying? So when they find that out, they do what they do. They handle their business. They fight him, whatever. Then they kick him out the dorm. However, he come back to the dorm. The police put him back in the dorm after the fight. So the obligation was from the older dudes moving like, hey, man, you stay there in your cell for a couple days, and we gonna have you go to the psych floor. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna get up out of here, and then you could go wherever you gonna go. I think they gonna make him go PC for the rest of his time until he either beats his case or whatever comes about, right? So he was coming out of his room for ice, coming out of his room for his food. I guess he came out of his room for no
Luce
reason.
Cannon pressed him.
And Luce Cannon get to bothering him like, hey, man, I told you to stay inside your room. I thought we told you that you got to stay in the room.
Damn.
The dude told him like, hey, man, you know, shit, still know how to fight, nigga. I mean, just because I got this case don't mean I won't whoop your ass. Luce Cannon like, yeah, nigga, get in. By the time Luce Cannon got that out of his mouth, the young dude was on his ass. White on rice, paper plate, and a glass of milk in a snowstorm, man. You know what I mean?
I've never been in prison before, okay? Y'all explain to me, in prison, if somebody is breaking a rule that everybody put in place, or maybe Luce Cannon caught himself running the dorm or running the yard and he put the rules in place.
That's what it sounds like.
If the dude begins to beat up the person that's trying to reinforce the rules y'all all put in place,
is he your leader? Yeah.
Is it a fair one, or do everybody jump in and whoop out the offender? Right? Yo, if an offender is somebody with a case that nasty, do they get fair ones in prison? I thought they come to prison and they automatically get dealt with. They get fair ones in prison? Oh, nah.
That's what I thought.
Man, damn, Luce. Okay, so how did Luce Cannon end up in the hole if he just lost the fight to the offender?
Right.
Because if Luce Cannon lost the fight and then got put in the hole because of this fight, trying to stick up for women or trying to do what's righteous, this might put Luce Cannon back on his like double arc, man. When Luce Cannon get him out that hole, man, Luce Cannon probably is on that with everybody, right? And he's not playing, he's not playing Jesus no more, bro. Right? He's not trying to save nothing or nobody. He's not about to sit here and put his life at risk no more, trying to fight for his right. He fought for his rights one time and it didn't end up working in his favor. Oh, nah, man.
Oh, yeah, it's over with.
Yeah, but let's see if Brick explains exactly how Luce Cannon end up in the hole.
Yeah, so he, I guess he get the punching on Luce Cannon. Luce Cannon go down, boom. He wake up, he by the lawyer. He asking everybody what happened to him. The young dude tell him let's run one more. He knock him out again. The story is that he got knocked out 3 times. You know what I'm saying? The young dude, they locked it down and finally took him out. The young dude went to the shoe. I think they let Luce Cannon rest on the bunk. I don't think they put him in the shoe.
Damn, man. Gotta pray for Luce Cannon, man. That's a tough one. That's
wait. So Luce Cannon woke up, said, "What happened to me?" The little nigga said, "Hey, we can run it again." And boop bop bop. Knocked him out again. Then knocked him. Like, yeah, bro. This is why just going to jail, bro. It's just not worth it, bro. It ain't worth it, man. Like, this is a prime example why y'all should not be going to jail or be in the streets, bro. Because you got to deal with this. You lose all credibility, bro. No matter how good your street cred is outside. But once you get inside, it's a different ball game. You supposed to be the big macho man running in the dorm. You get beat up by a little nigga.
Definitely wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man.
Yeah, man. Well, shit. About time somebody got a piece of that ass. You know what I mean? He got contusions and concussions and shit. He got an ice machine up there. I know he heavy on the ice right now, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, pray for Luce Cannon, man.
Prayers for Luce Cannon, man. So is there any updates on anybody else's situation?
All I can say, man, is they did Luce Cannon dirty, bruh. Y'all ain't right, man. Because if this is true, y'all ain't supposed to let nobody with a case that nasty, bruh, get up on one of y'all own, man. This is just not right. It is not cool. Now, Luce Cannon, a lawyer, responded back to the situation, and here's what the lawyer has to say in regards to why Luce Cannon is currently in the hole, or what happened to Luce Cannon with the fight.
Yeah, what happened to Cannon?
What happened to him is that he was in his dorm, and I guess when they did that sweep with those Hoovers that came in, with the ones with the underage girls, he wasn't out the dorm. So he was telling me to get out the dorm, and he said it was just systematic thing, one at a time. He got into fights with him, and they, they all get kicked out the dorm. So his last one, I think he got disciplined for it. So he's in the shoe.
How long is he in there?
So the lawyer saying
I think this week.
Gotcha. I mean, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so that's what happened. So it wasn't. He started laughing. When did this come out? I said, "Man, it's all over the internet." He said, "No." So because I guess it's what we call politics. So he just don't want him in there. So those are the Hoovers. It wasn't just any Hoovers. It was those Hoovers that were pimping and pandering those kids.
It looks like the lawyer is pretty much confirming the same story as Brick Baby. Right. We didn't hear knockout, but if the lawyer is claiming that he's in the hole for an altercation with one of the Hoovers who was pandering, the people who weren't of age, man, let me know, man, how you feel about this, bro.
You feel me? Like I said, I don't know, man. It just stay out of jail, bro. It don't ain't no point in going to jail. Cause like I said, it's some he say, she say, you know how the room is just like the streets, bro. Somebody say this, somebody say that. Luce Cannon probably didn't get knocked out. If he did, he did. Hey, I don't know, man. You shouldn't have tried to press the issue. But if he didn't, who knows? But like I said, the lawyer is saying that he was just in a hole for altercation. So who knows for real. But y'all like and comment, let me know y'all thoughts on the video, man. Y'all can check out my second channel, D.SHELTON TV. The link's in the description.